This is the Yunmen apartment building, which is now at the epicenter of the search and rescue effort here in the Hualien earthquake. And you can see the engineers are trying to prop up the building in case it collapses, and it's at the moment just being held up by these steel struts. It's still moving considerably. The angle was 45 degrees earlier. It's shifting even more now, and the big problem for the search and rescue teams is that with all of the aftershocks, they have to evacuate, get out until they can get back in safely again. That's a huge problem. There is a very considerable search and rescue effort going on here. You can see civilian teams working out of here. We've got quite a lot of military presence too. Most of them are working around the back from the other side because of that risk of the building collapsing. The first priority for the Taiwanese authorities was to find anyone still in these buildings alive and to remove bodies. And again, this building is the priority because of the risk of collapse. We understand they want to try and some kind of partial demolition if they can to make this as safe as possible. At this stage, that's not possible. But it's a huge challenge. The weather is not good as well. You can see the clouds have darkened. It's been okay for most of today, but the rain is starting to get heavier, and that is, of course, complicating things. And we haven't seen any survivors pulled from the building today, either here or in the other 3 sites around Hualien, which were most badly affected by this disaster. Many of the survivors from here and other buildings affected have been moved to the edge of Hualien to a large sports arena where they're getting all of the help they need, but the one thing that they say is a real concern is the aftershocks. People are used to earthquakes here, but the aftershocks after this disaster have been considerable. 5.2 on the Richter scale was the highest one recorded today. And that is, of course, for those people who've been forced out of their homes, is a considerable worry. Tony Cheng, CGTN, Hualien.